Okay, well, I think I'm live. I'm not sure if I'm live. I guess I'll find out soon. Hey, Jatan! I guess I am live. It's just me tonight, and of course my mouse isn't working. So, let's see. Hopefully, there we go. Okay. So, how's it going? Everything going well? I'm hoping. I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Hey, Anita. How's it going? Just reminding everybody that chat is, I'm sorry for bouncing. Chat is keeping all the comments. So, gonna give it a couple minutes. I think I posted on Facebook that I was going live, but that doesn't actually mean that I did it right. Because you guys know, and I'm here alone tonight. Not here alone, just here alone. The house is full of other people. I'm just alone. And I'm late. I know I'm late. I'm sorry. It's just, it's me. Now, I'll tell you why I was late in a few minutes. See if anybody else comes in and, hey, Albany. Give it just a couple minutes and then, I'll explain why I was late. I actually have a good reason. I do. And I'm almost out of water. Hopefully somebody will come in. Hey, Kitty. How's it going? I would. Okay, so I can't wait. I'm telling everybody now. I am writing a book, and I am actually into it. It's kind of more like a booklet. I'm hoping to keep it on the small side. Hey, Tanya. After hearing much discussion amongst people that I know about where to start and how to keep themselves prepared, I decided to write a small booklet on where to start and what you might need and where you could get it and just those kind of things. So I'm actually into section 3. I don't want to call them chapters because I don't think they're large enough to be chapters, but they are but they're informative. They are very informative. And I'm trying to write as if I was somebody reading this for the first time. So that's what my goal is. And I was actually writing when the phone rang and Julie said, "Hey, are you on?" And I went, "No, I'm writing." And so that's why I'm late. Because I was writing and I'm enjoying it so much. Now I did do the videos and I'm editing and the videos will be up real soon. I did do videos and I'm getting those out. It's been crazy here. Weather's been up and down. Let's see. Right now Steve and Steven are outside. The kitchen sink got clogged. So they're bailing water out, trying to get it unclogged. And hey, Suburban. I'm sorry, Suburban. I hope it gets better. So I'm editing videos. I'm writing. So far, the subjects that I've touched on are food, health, beauty, and more. And right now, I'm on water because let's face it, it's something you can't live without. So, hey Terry. Oh, sub, I'm so sorry. So, yeah, that's where I'm at right now. I'm on water because it's essential. It's a thing. You can live without food for a while. You cannot live without water. So, uh, trying to give some ideas, and I don't know. I'm sorry, I'm unprepared tonight because my mind is like going 1,000 miles an hour on things that I want to put down, but I want to talk to you all too. So we're getting there. We're getting there. So how's everybody been doing? Everybody okay? I'm hoping so. Thank you, Tanya. That's so sweet of you to say. Um, I have either had the fortune or misfortune, I don't know how you would word it, of living in hurricane prone areas most of my life, which means that I've lived in very beautiful places. And then I had a short period where I lived in earthquake territory. So, everything is different and every situation is different. But there are some basic commonalities that people need to know and ways to address. So I'm glad everybody's doing well. I really am. I don't have very many squirrels today because I'm really focused on writing. I love to write. I have always loved to write. It's been one of the more relaxing things that I've done in my lifetime. So, I don't know. Sitting outside on a cool day with a hot cup of tea and a pen and a notebook is just like heaven to me. It really is. As much as I love my animals and as much as I love gardening and canning, that's my happy place, is writing. So I hope that comes across to well, I'm trying to keep it small. Um and by small I mean like 20 or 30 pages because I want to do a series of these. This one is addressed to the very basics. You're starting from scratch. Where do I start? How do I start? How long do I start for? That's where this one is geared at. And if you're not there, if you're moved on, it may still have some good information for you. But I'm trying to reach somebody who's at the very basics. And then we'll go on to the next level. Okay, you're here. You have that. Your basics are covered. Now, what do we do next? And going on and on from there. So I'd like this to be a series of little booklets so that Steve's not here, Tanya. I'm here all by my little lonesome. He's unclogging he and Steven are unclogging the kitchen sink, which I did not clog. I have been writing all afternoon and evening. I was nowhere near the sink. So this one is not on me. At all. Not my fault. Very rarely can I say that, but not my fault. Let's see. So he's fixing his... No, he's not fixing his mess. Actually, I think he's fixing Becca's mess. Becca made dinner tonight. She made the best chili. It really was good. So, I don't know if it was her mess from cooking or Steven's mess from cleaning up dishes, but I was nowhere near the kitchen tonight. Well, Tanya, that's what I'm trying to address. I saw the frustration on both sides and thought, hey, Robin, and thought maybe I could gradually take it step by step. As Robin put it down, breaking it down Barney style. And I'm really excited. I'm a little nervous because it's really flowing very easily. So I told I'm not good with success. If it comes easily, I must be doing something wrong. And writing this is coming very easily. So I'm a little concerned. Hey, Teresa, no, I just got on about 10 minutes ago because I was writing and lost track of time. So it's just me tonight. And I'm sorry for bouncing and the screen moving. I apologize for that. But y'all know I can't sit still, so. Well, thank you, Anita. That's all right, Suburban. You listen, sweetie. And I'm so sorry for your loss and your bad day today. I'm glad, Teresa. I haven't seen you in a while, and it's good to see you. So, see, I do much better by myself. I don't have butt trolls. I'm just good by myself. He confuses me. He makes things complicated. But don't tell him I said that, because, like, he's a really good guy. So we're just going to go with, I don't know. We'll just drop it. So far my topics are building your pantry, health, beauty, and more. And like I said, I'm on water. We're going to address heating, a little bit on cooling, because there's not much you can do about cooling, but mostly heating and secondary shelters if you have to leave your primary shelter, or your primary shelter becomes uninhabitable. I think that's a word. But anyway, and needs of children and babies and the elderly, because those three categories are, let's face it, most of us are grown up and can take care of ourselves on any given day. But go ahead and throw in an elderly parent, an infant or young child. Stress levels increase significantly because we have this urge to protect, and that's great, and that's how we should be, but it adds additional stress. So I am also going to add a section in there of how to remain calm and clear thinking when things go awry. You're absolutely right, Robin. They can be your weakest links. And that's because they each have their own set of conditions that need to be met or dealt with. And our need, especially as women, our need to make everything as right as possible for everybody, no matter what the situation is, and that can take a great deal of toll on us. So in dealing with them, how do we keep ourselves in a good state of mind and healthy? Because stress will kill you. I mean, we all know that. Stress will just kill you. So how do we keep ourselves in the proper frame of mind, in good shape mentally and physically, and meet the needs of those who are dependent on us? So that might be a little advanced for this particular booklet, but I don't think, I think on a smaller scale I can address. And then, as I said, each booklet I hope will enhance the last one and take you to the next level. And eventually we will get to subjects that I am not, well, let's face it, I'm not an expert on a lot of things, but I know what I know. Um, and I know what the areas I'm lacking in. So towards the later booklets, I hope to be bringing in people with interviews and information that can go further than I do, than I know. Oh, Tanya, don't worry about your spelling, sweetie, because if it wasn't for spell check, nobody would be able to read what I'm writing right now. Night, Teresa. No, I understand bed calling. I can't believe it's 9:30. I'm already exhausted. But we had a pretty busy day today. And now it seems like it's going to be a pretty busy night with the sink. Hopefully not too long. Hopefully it's just a little clog. Oh, let's see. Aw, kitty. Why are you picking on Tanya? Yeah, are the hens going on tonight, kitty? uh, let's see what else. Like I said, I got the videos shot. I have to edit. Um, tomorrow's going to be pretty tied up. Tomorrow is Steve's mother's birthday. She will be 82. And we are having a birthday luncheon for her. So we're not having Taco Tuesday. We're having Mexican Saturday. We're having tacos. And Julie makes the most delicious shredded beef enchiladas, and we're having those tomorrow. And guacamole and pico de gallo, and she's going to make something else too. And I forget what the other thing was. But anyway, it's all going to be delicious. And I will let her know that everybody said happy birthday. No, not Steve. Steve's mom. So, that's pretty much where we're at. I'm just really excited because, like I said, and you wouldn't be able to tell I'm excited right now because I'm so tired. I really am excited, and I hope this doesn't sound conceited because it's not meant that way. I finally feel like a gift I was given, I found a way to use it. And so I'm excited about that. I'm excited about being able to share. Okay, I'm saying off with your knees, dear, and I've got to find out what this is. If anyone's, hey, Karina, if anyone's come in and I've missed you, I'm sorry. I'm here solo tonight. I don't have anybody reading chat for me. So, and I only have one pair of glasses on. So I'm trying to read as best as I can from where I'm sitting. Oh, I read that wrong. That's it. I finally feel like I found a way to share the things I know in a way that in a way that I feel comfortable with it. Because talking with everybody, I know it's hard for people to believe, but basically, I'm a shy person. If you were, if you all were here in a room with me, at least for a while, I would be the quietest person in the room. I just, I like being around people. I have fun being around people. I'm just really kind of shy. Oh, I don't even want to, Tanya, I don't even want to talk about the number of things that I forgot because it scares me. I mean, you know, I used to have just about total recall on everything and anything that I ever knew, or people that I met, or places I've been. And I don't like the fact that I'm getting older and that's getting a little more difficult. Not terribly, just a little. It's funny, Robin, you say that because, yeah, by the time I met you in person, we had talked enough on Skype and messaging that I did feel like I knew you. I'm okay one on one with people. It's just crowds. I'm not really good with crowds. But then, hi, Christy. Hey, NC Auto Man. Why are you retracting a message? And can I see what it was? No, I can't. Okay. So anyway, that's what's going on. You know, I don't do well in crowds. I'm writing the first of a series of little booklets. And I have a friend who is the head of the English department at the local high school. And she told me once before that she would do any editing that I needed. So I'm going to call her tomorrow and ask her if she'll look everything over. And see, I'm sorry that your memory's not what it used to be, but I'm glad I'm not alone. It's scary. It really is. But it'll be okay. Oh, I'm so sorry, Christy. Hey, can I have some water, please? Is the sink done?
Yeah.
Look in here so people can see that you're here. He's back, but he's going to get me water. That was rude.
You didn't say
Night,
hello.
Robin. Get some sleep. They both have to get up early and work in the morning, so they're leaving now. Okay, kitty. He left. He went to get me water. But I'll tell him you said hey. So, this one is going to be mostly about gathering materials and why you need them, and maybe a little bit of where you can find them. Book 2. I don't want to get too much into it because I have ideas, but somebody else has ideas too. So no, it's not a bad thing. I'm glad you have ideas too.
No peeking.
They're not peeking. They can't see you.
Good. Because we're not charging enough.
He got a little wet, so he's a flashing Steve. Almost, but not
only
quite.
3 easy payments of $29.
For only 3 easy payments of $29.99? Yeah. Okay. Night, Robin. Let me see. Oh, hi, Upside Down, Papa Steve, Anita.
Hello.
And
I'll be
Robin
right-
said, hey, Professor.
I'll be right side up in a minute.
Good luck with your booklet. I'm sure it will help a lot of people. Thank you, NC Auto Man. I'm hoping it does. You've read what I've written so far.
Yeah, I think it's good.
Yeah, but you gotta.
No, I don't. I've gotten myself in trouble before, but you ask me what I think and I tell you.
I know. He doesn't know the husband. Well, then again, I don't know any husband that knows the husband supposed
you guys
to
act
be.
like there's a book that we're supposed to have read, but nobody ever gave it to us.
We'll write that book next.
Well, I wish you would. It'll be a service to all mankind. Hello.
You're shaking the camera.
Oh, a lot of shaking going on.
No, don't do a whole lot of shaking going on.
There was.
But you need not to.
Picky.
So anyway. Oh, let's see what else.
Oh, this is your mouse. No wonder mine's not working.
Yeah, that's my mouse, and my mouse isn't working either. So, no, I think the batteries are dead. So, Kitty said on Monday nights, the hens are going to have a different kind of programming,
Uh-huh.
and it's going to go along with what I'm doing right now. So we need to make sure, set a timer, and watch the hens. Jatan said hi. Kitty said hi.
Terry said
Terry
hi.
said hi. Say hi.
Hi.
That reminds me of our grandson. Every morning, he runs in here. He's what? Under 2 feet? Or about 2 feet tall?
2 feet tall, yeah.
About 2 feet tall.
Well, 2.5.
And he runs in and he squats down and he goes, hi. And then he stands there until we tell him he can come in. But he is so cute and so funny. This is the little one that, when he was born, went into the NICU. But he's doing good, right?
He is.
He's doing really good.
Wonderful.
He's doing.
Christine Betts.
Christy, not Christy. Not Christine.
Okay, I'm still getting my computer up so I can see.
Okay.
That
Donna,
says-
men
what is that?
still wouldn't understand women. No, they.
Probably not, but hey.
But here's the thing. And God bless them, they shouldn't. Because if they could understand us, then they wouldn't be the other half of us. The completion. Because they're very linear
Focused.
Yeah, straight line. Don't divert from that line. Don't go from A to D and back to B because they can't handle it. On the other hand, that's what they have us for. We're able to jump all over the place
And do.
But it's a way to keep you on track of where you really need to be instead of where you think you should be.
I don't think so.
I do. It's like when I ask you what time it is and you want to build a clock.
I tell you what time it is, and then I explain how I know.
But I don't need the clock built. I just need to know what the time is. So anyway. My other grandson, the number 2 grandson, because I say anyway and all the time, he goes, anyway.
Yes, he does.
He does. He's cute. See, he's here and the buttrels are running through my head now. I was good without. Ask them. I was wonderful without buttrels.
I didn't do it.
You did. You came in here and I got full of buttrels.
That's what it is. Ooh, baby.
Not flustered. Stop. You're shaking the camera.
Let's see. Terry said to Karina, it's just too hard-headed and stubborn. Men only do one step at a time. They would get lost in our brains. Anita said, men need us for directions. We need them to help us get there.
Men need us because we'll ask directions. Otherwise, they're not getting there in their natural lifetime.
Let's see. Kitty said, women can multitask all thoughts. And Anita said,
explain to them what you think my brain is like. I know you think this is a compliment, but explain to them what you think my brain is like and ask them if they think it's a compliment.
Okay.
Come on.
Okay. Picture, if you will, her brain full of facts and information. Everything's stuffed in there. And when something comes up, it's like you stick your finger in over one side and you push here and a little pop out the other side.
That's not what you said.
It's like the Japanese pachinko machines where you drop the ball bearing at the top and it goes bang, and ricochets all around and pops out the other side. Except much faster than that because that's bouncy random and yours is like instantaneous. I'm not smart, Tanya. See, Tanya said if you're smart, you'll leave that alone.
Tell them.
I can try.
Okay.
You're back.
Okay. I'm sorry. Our internet's been acting up. we don't have Time Warner anymore. We went to Time Warner, sold out to Spectrum, and I normally try very hard not to talk bad about companies, but this is the first time in my life that I think I'm actually going to write a letter when it's time for their renewal and say, don't. Just don't. So, we only have a few more minutes because, again, I'm only going to stay on like as if I was on our regular time because I said acting. I'm sorry. See, Tanya, you're not the only one that can't spell today. All right. It's acting up. It's not YouTube, Tanya. It's our internet connection. I mean, the money that they charge for internet, and then they've got the nerve for it not to work. Like I said, when it's time for them to be renewed, I am, not that I think it'll amount to a hill of beans, but I am going to write a letter. So, there you go. What do you think?
I think we will have to fuss it
I know.
It's probably the same people with a different logo slapped on the building, but
no, because as bad as Time Warner was, and I'm sorry, this is going to move for a second. Sorry. Oh, really sorry. As bad as Time Warner was, they're actually worse because we have problems on a daily basis with them.
Yeah. We'll be sitting there cruising along now. We've got.
Okay, Terry, enjoy your dinner.
We'll be cruising along. Everything's working fine, and then every butt connection in the house will stop, time out, and then it'll just start back up again.
Everything. It doesn't matter. Everything just drops. And Kitty, I know that you'll be on closer to 11, but I'm in the middle of I just finished a paragraph and I want to reread it and make sure it's actually saying what I want it to say, because I tried to say that the internet is acting up and I said asking. So,
well, that's why I proofed it.
Yeah, and I'm going to get our friend who's the head of the English department to look at it if she will. She told me once before she would, so. So, anyway. And that's another thing. I'm not getting notifications on anybody anymore. And it says that all the little bells are checked. I went and checked. All my little bells are checked. I'm just not getting notifications. I don't know if it's just me or everybody else is having the same thing, but I'm getting pretty dang tired of it.
Tanya said neither is she.
I mean, I just like the other night, Kitty, when I jumped in on the hens and you'd been on for 45 minutes already. I just happened to pull up YouTube and saw the little notification, but it didn't. It wasn't the notification. It was, on the side where it lists all the ones that you are subscribed to. I didn't have a bell notification. I had the little red dot there that said.
Kitty said hers weren't working for a few days. They started working again today and on time so far. And Jatan said her notifications have gotten better.
Well, hopefully mine will soon. Because if it's up to me to remember what time everybody's on, we're in trouble. Oh, just a little piece of news. Julie asked me if I had the TV on, and I told her no, I've been writing. Why would I have the TV on? And she said that it's all over the news that North Korea said they're taking down their nuclear program and taking down their stuff out of the North.
Okay.
So,
let's hope that they're serious.
Exactly. I'm a little skeptical, but let's hope they're serious.
Sybil just got the notification we were live.
Hey, Sybil. Um, we're gonna go off in a couple minutes too, but I'm glad that you made it, and I'm glad to see you. For a few months, I didn't get
Many notifications.
No, Jatan, that's me. I'm not. I'm just not getting notifications, and I'm missing everybody. And I'm not really sure who's on when.
No, who's on first?
What's on second?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who's on third.
No, he's third. Yeah, he's third base. Today's pitching, tomorrow's catching.
Shut up.
You said who's on first.
Shut up. Please. Anyway. So, guys, I'm sorry. I'm gonna call it a night for tonight. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for all the encouragement about the book or booklet. Or the biggest thing I have to do now is to come up with a cover.
Kitty said she does have a schedule up.
Okay, Kitty. Now you're expecting me to remember things without notifications. I can't do that. But anyway,
Rolling Homestead and Wild Edibles in Wisconsin. Great to see you coming by.
Hey, Rolling. How's it going? Thank you.
I want you, Kitty, throw the link up to the schedule, if you would.
Yeah, throw the link up, please. And I hope to have this booklet out real soon. Like I said, I don't want to call them chapters because they're not big enough to be chapters. But I'm on the third section right now, which is water. Which is important. I mean, you can do a lot of things.
Thank you, Kitty.
But if you don't have water, kind of screwed.
You got 3 days.
I know.
And you're not going to be very effective after the first.
No, you're really not. Dehydration is the biggest problem. I mean, I know how hot it gets here. And I know if you're not hydrating well through the day and working outside, by the time you come in, you're just like exhausted, gone. But anyway, okay, well, 2 minutes. Anybody have any questions? We used to publish your father's books for him.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to see if we still remember how to do that.
Let me see if that other computer still runs. It's got all of the page setups and everything on there.
I know. I was thinking about that when I took a break today because everything was on that old computer.
Oh, we still have all of the pages and all the books and all the formats and everything. I just have to find a version of Publisher that runs on this version of operating system.
Yeah. For other channels. Okay. So anyway, guys, I'm sorry that I'm not very energetic today. I am tired. I've been running around. My back is out.
Farina asked, is this more of a prepper book? It's kind of intended for if you know you need to do things, but you don't know where to start book.
Yeah. It could be looked at as a prepper book. But it's more of right now, the first one is going to be why you should have yourself ready, what you need to have, and why you need to have it.
As the bare minimums get started,
right?
Kind of an approach.
It's kind of like a here we are. Let's get started. That's a good. Preparedness, prepping, survival, but why you need to do that? Not because the end of the world. As a matter of fact, this is a line in the book. Not that the end of the world, as we all know it, is happening, but the end of your world might be happening.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
doesn't have to be a meteor strike or a zombie apocalypse for, and if they say if your neighbor loses his job, it's a recession. If you lose your job, it's a depression. Well,
Right.
if something happens to you, it doesn't matter if everybody else is just cooking with gas and hunky dory. If you have a problem, you have a personal crisis. It could be very localized to your environment or to you.
Exactly.
There's a reason to have a little bit of food put back. There's just in case. I mean, do you need a year's worth of food, ammo stacked to the ceiling, and gas masks and all that stuff? Not necessarily.
But not necessarily for maybe us, but for somebody else, it may.
If you live downwind of a Union Carbide plant, you might want to consider having some of that stuff. And I'm not picking on them particularly.
And like today, the girls and I went shopping, grocery shopping, and we got stuck by a train because there's a port not too far from us, and trains come in and out every day. You don't necessarily always know what's on that train, what's being transported. So, how many train disasters have there been? How many train accidents? It's just the wrong train with the wrong stuff on it and an accident. Hey, bandana. And so, why you need to have things, because your little corner of the world, it doesn't have to be a national disaster, it doesn't have to be a worldwide disaster. It could just be a little disaster in your corner of the world, or as localized as your house.
So, obviously, you want to tailor what you do to your environment, where you live, and all that. But this is for the person who's got to start someplace, and all they know is things are kind of sketchy, and they want to do better than they have been.
Right. And as the books progress, there will be more on prepping and more specifics to different scenarios. Yep, that's about it.
Yeah, Mark, you get 2 feet of snow. That certainly requires certain things to change.
Right, for you, 2 feet of snow might be absolutely nothing. For us,
2 feet of snow here shuts down the state.
Forget 2 feet. We get 6 inches,
Yeah, right.
and the state shuts down. So, you live close to railroad tracks.
Karina just said there was a train derailment in front of her house last year.
Yeah, exactly. So, okay, guys, thank you for joining us. I so appreciate it. I'm sorry I was late. Like I said, I was writing and I was kind of like in the zone. And Julie called and said, "Where are you? You said you were coming back." So it took me a couple minutes to finish up what I was doing, get everything set up, and then we had the problem with the sink. So we're going to get better. I promise. We will be better. Thank you all for coming by. And as always, be safe and share your knowledge. See you guys later. Bye-bye.